Dramatic scene in Mississauga between police and the driver of a stolen vehicle was caught on video. CB24's Beatrice Vaisman joins us live now from Westwood Square with the details. What happened here?
Jamie, this was an absolutely wild scene. It happened around 6:30 last night. It's all calm now. There's the Tim Hortons drive-through window where essentially this chaos ensued just outside of. This is a Westwood Mall, Goreway and Etude. So this is Goreway and Dairy Road area. Police said they got a report that someone in a Ford Bronco that was stolen from a store a few weeks ago came back to the area and was in possession of weapons. That's the information police had at the time. Officers say they found the vehicle here just outside this drive-through. They determined that it was in fact this stolen vehicle. The cops tried to surround it. The problem was the driver was obviously desperate to get away. The vehicle, the Ford Bronco, climbing on top of some police cruisers as the driver of this stolen car tried desperately to get away from police. It concluded with an arrest. A 25-year-old man has now been arrested and charged with possession of property obtained by crime, flight from peace officer, dangerous operation of a vehicle, obstruct peace officer. He's now being held for a bail hearing. I want to bring in, Jamie, someone who saw all of this wild scene. David Porco was here in this plaza last night. Tell me, David, what's going through your mind as you're watching this happen? And I should say, you followed some Peel cops over to this area just to actually see what was happening.
Yeah, when I pulled up, I saw the Bronco on top of the police cruiser, the SUV, and he was just reversing, driving, and as he's doing that, the cops are just trying to pin him in. He tried to jump out the driver's window to go inside the Tim Hortons drive-through window, and the officer saw that. He tried to go in, but the cops before that had the guns drawn, saying that they're going to shoot. We don't want to shoot. And then as he noticed the cop was going into the store, he tried to go back into his truck. And as that was happening, the cops started smashing the passenger window, asking him to come out. He was starting to crawl out the passenger window, and as he's doing that, he got tased halfway out the window, and they threw him to the floor. And it was just a chaos scene after that, and it was just, I've never seen anything like that. And it was just like, no, I ain't getting my coffee today. And that was pretty much it, what I saw, and it was just a terrifying moment that if he would have gotten away, he probably would have ran over some people that were here watching.
So you pull into this plaza, and you see right away a Ford Bronco a few feet in the air higher than it should be on top of several police cruisers. What were the cops trying to do at that time? How are they, I guess, trying to get the situation under control? What were they saying to him?
The one cop was telling him that to get out of the car, to get out or else they're going to shoot, and they don't want to shoot. And he was just hitting the gas, drive, reverse. He smashed into one of the cars in the drive-thru in reverse. Two cops stayed in their cars, except the one that had the gun drawn, and they had to stay in because as he was trying to drive away, they kept pushing him into the wall. And like I said, if he would have gotten away, it could have been more serious for other pedestrians in the area.
Yeah, we know thankfully today no one was injured. All the police officers are safe. Thankfully, no one who's here in the area watching was injured, and the person who's now in police custody was not injured either, according to police. I mean, is that surprising to you based on the fact that you saw what was going on and how, awful it could have been? I
honestly thought they were going to shoot because that car was a weapon, and he seriously wanted to get away. He could have had priors, who knows, I don't know. But I guess they did their job and everyone walked out safely.
So as an observer, it seemed to you that this person was desperate to get away from the police.
Oh yeah, he wanted to get away. He didn't want to stick around. His intentions were to get away.
So officers tased him once he was on the ground, right?
No, he got tased as he was coming out the passenger window.
Okay. And then in terms of the arrest, was it pretty easy after that? Did you stick around to see it?
A few cops tackled him. I couldn't really see because I moved once I saw the gun drawn. I didn't want to stand in line of fire, so I just said, yeah, on the other side I go.
And what was happening, I guess, as all the people are standing around and watching? I mean, what kinds of conversations are you having with people as everyone's kind of in shock?
They were videotaping and people were just cussing and cursing and pretty much it. Everyday routine from some people.
Yeah. And you mentioned actually the stories you've heard from other people is that police were here in the area looking for this red Ford Bronco and the people inside of it earlier in the day.
Yeah, they were, from what I was told from friends, that they were sending pictures and they were circling looking for him, and then supposedly I heard that somebody spotted the vehicle and made a call, and that's why they ended up blocking him in here.
Yeah. Crazy story, David. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
And for telling it to us with so much color as well. Really appreciate it. So again, this 25-year-old man now being held in custody, Jamie, pending a bail hearing. The good news is here there were no injuries, but some wild video coming out of this takedown. Back to you.
We appreciate that report.